The WNBA tried to capitalize on her popularity and crammed a lot of games in over a short amount of time, playing against the best teams in the WNBA.
Those relative season tickets now?
I mean, we might have to.
Those are pretty expensive.
We'll make sure the
our
Fever
salaries,
gets working on that.
our salaries, it's like our entire salary.
Caitlin Clark, the point guard for the Indiana Fever, has recently made headlines for reasons other than just her exceptional on-court performance. The 22-year-old rookie's bold comments and competitive drive have caused a stir.
Our entire salary to get those. I'm not kidding.
We'll have someone work on that for sure.
After being passed over by the U.S. Olympic women's basketball team, Clark took a much-needed sabbatical to revitalize and focus her skills. She has been playing well ever since, suggesting that this break was good.
Clark now has the rookie record, the history of the WNBA, as she's now going to try to set the all-time record, but 12 games.
Clark set a WNBA record for rookies on Sunday with 9 assists in a season, raising her total to 232.
Going to continue to see, like 2000, this is a big deal in Indiana, 225% increase in corporate partnerships. You know, every season ticket is sold out. Listen to this one. Concession sales. I like this one in particular, Charlie. 2,826 gallons of beer have been sold.
Wow.
Draft beer. That's an increase of 740%. Hot dog sales up 300%.
She is expected to beat the previous year's record of 316, set by Alyssa Thomas. That's not all, though. After Clark missed a shot in the third quarter and punched the base of the basket out of irritation, she was given a technical foul by the referee, who warned her that her actions were disrespectful to the game of basketball. Clark, on the other hand, claimed that it had nothing to do with my team. I felt like I should have been making more shots since I'm a competitor, and the referee had nothing to do with the other team. She claimed that after scoring a career-high 22 points in the game over the Seattle Storm, Fever colleague Lexi Hull was asked if she would buy season tickets for her family. Clark even expressed gratitude to the referee for the technical infraction, claiming that it inspired her to play harder and that she wanted to thank him for that. But when she jumped in to answer, Clark made her most unexpected statement. "Those are pretty expensive," Clark continued. "To obtain those, it is equivalent to our whole pay. I'm serious. People are needed to assist us."
Making really peanuts, Dan. When meanwhile, this is the reason why everybody's tuning into the WNBA. Caitlin Clark, just on her own, making $76,000 a year, which, I mean, she's making tons of other money in endorsements. But when you look at male athletes, something that I think a lot of them tend to make a habit of is they say, okay, I'm going to spend my paycheck or my salary rather, and I'm going to use that to fund my lifestyle. And I'm going to set aside my endorsement money. I'm going to put that in the bank. I'm going to invest that money. But for these WNBA players, if all you're making is $76,000, you've got to dig into those endorsement dollars to fund a lifestyle. And I'm not just talking about a lavish lifestyle. I'm just talking about a normal lifestyle, which costs even more these days.
Both on and off the court, Caitlin Clark doesn't hesitate to express her thoughts and make her presence known. This is evident from her 4-year deal at $338,500 and her rookie wage of $6,595. Despite earning millions from endorsements, her statement that she needed help to buy season tickets for her loved ones caused considerable controversy.
WNBA is becoming popular enough to increase salaries. You know, that's what the NBA does, and the NFL. They increase their salary cap. One of the things that's interesting, the financials of the Indiana Fever, I don't know if you saw this, but there's a 1,193% increase in jersey sales with the Indiana Fever because
the WNBA's collective bargaining agreement, which was established in 2020 and is in effect through 2027, places restrictions on these earnings. The current supply and demand dynamic I see is shifting in favor of the players, largely because of Clark's rising star.
A lot of appropriate attention on Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, and we found out that the Fever Storm game from over the weekend drew 2.2 million viewers, which is massive. The WNBA has 18 games this season where they've had more than 1 million viewers average, and 16 of those 18 have featured Caitlin Clark. So you cannot deny the connectivity of Caitlin Clark playing basketball and people wanting to watch. If she's playing, they will come, they will watch.
for most WNBA players, endorsement opportunities are limited. Clark has been nothing but supportive of Hull, even joking that her social media presence will become a Lexi Hull fan page, so it's probable that she will keep breaking records, making money, and making headlines. I'm really proud of this because you know I earned it. Someone once told my mother, "It's amazing what a month off can do to revitalize." I was happy to see Caitlin Clark chosen the AP Player of the Week, even though her performance might have been just as great in past weeks. This acknowledgement is still crucial. It has more credibility because it comes from the Associated Press instead of the WNBA. That being said, I am a little torn because I believe Kelsey Mitchell had a compelling argument for this week's prize as well.
Higher Fever payroll is $1.2 million.
Less.
That is less than the minimum salary for a single NBA player with a year's experience. So the women have the headlines, they have the fans, they have the viewers. When the hell are they going to get?
This season, Fever is the only team in the league with multiple Player of the Week winners, which is ultimately quite an achievement. However, Clark deserves this prize. Given the uncertainty around her status earlier in the week, Mitchell's exceptional back-to-back performances showed her brilliance and tenacity. She has been a wonderful asset to our team and exudes confidence. Mitchell's noteworthy growth and services to her team would have been highlighted if she had been honored.
Mitchell was huge in that fourth quarter. You and her combined for 10 threes. How important of a role did she play in closing this game out?
Kels was awesome. I mean, she just steps up in big moments. That's just what she's done. She's done it all year, and I'm really happy for her.
She has been a formidable force throughout the season, and this recognition just serves to highlight her extraordinary abilities. It's difficult to argue Clark's overall performance and the impact she's had on the game, even though I might have preferred Mitchell for this specific week, given that she only participated in 2 games during the first week. Caitlin Clark is unlikely to earn the WNBA award. Even though she is clearly a celebrity and a well-known person in the league, she is not likely to win the prize. Yes, Kelsey Mitchell is safe since the Fever has retained her. Mitchell's present success makes it impossible for the squad to let her leave, yet they can only keep 6 players. Could we please stop talking about Rookie of the Year? Angel Ree has been doing a fantastic job, so it's terribly unfair. She performed incredibly well against the Mercury, but now she's being compared to someone who is unquestionably among the best 5 WNBA players, which causes needless scrutiny of her outstanding performances. Speaking of rookies, it's absolutely wrong to compare Angel Ree to Caitlin Clark, even though Reese's play has been among the best this season. Tammy brought up the topic of rookie deloing. Again, what did Tammy say? Yes, she mentioned the Mojo quote, which confused me at first. Caitlin Clark's Rookie of the Year victory won't be the only topic of discussion in the end. Her place among the greatest rookies of all time will also be a factor. It's reasonable to say that she has had a season that is comparable to Candace Parker's, even though she may not quite attain her MVP designation. It's crucial to remember that Parker's exceptional season did not include A.A. Wilson in the race, and in what many believe to be a record regular season performance, she may end up as the MVP runner-runner. Maya Moore and Caitlin Clark will likely be at the center of the actual conversation. When assessing WNBA players, Mia's impact to a championship team will be a major factor, and Caitlin is anticipated to lead in several metrics. Breanna Stewart and A.A. Wilson are both without a doubt outstanding. A.O. would win the title of greatest player in the world, but the difference isn't as significant as people may believe. We might be in a different position if Stewart had performed better and wasn't in a rut. Notably, A.A. scores more points than Stewie, but some of those are easier to get. For example, when A.A.'s team had a 6-win, 6-loss record at the beginning of the season, her scoring didn't appear to be as closely associated with the performance of the team. Although A.A. is still the superior player overall, the gap is not as great as it might appear. My perception of it as a 2-horse race with a third competitor trailing behind diminishes as I watch more.
See her, Caitlin Clark is getting the crowd and going. Y'all see Skylar Diggins speed up to make contact with her. Stop this. Y'all mad because that corn-fed Iowa girl busting y'all ass. Y'all said she too weak. She can't do this. She lead the WNBA in assists. She cooking. Let her cook.
This latest Caitlin Clark situation in the WNBA has been getting a lot of attention lately, and I can see why. The underlying pettiness, jealousy, and animosity from some players towards her is really quite something, isn't it?
Seattle Storm, they pulled their starters so she couldn't get that double-digit assist record 3 consecutive games with at least 20 points and 10 or more assists. They pulled their starters, and then Skylar Diggins, Fake Smith, her last name, she bumped into her, sped up. Let her cook. But if I'm Caitlin Clark, I'd have told Skylar Diggins, get your coat, your brim, and get on out of my...
The most recent incident with Caitlin Clark in the WNBA has garnered a lot of attention lately, and I can see why some players harbor animosity and jealousy toward her.
Ass, help us. Hey, she like a double-edged sword, Ocho. She cutting ass left and right. Yep. Both sides, cutting ass. Wop, 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 wop.
Hey, hey, listen.
Cut them up.
She's doing well for herself. She's doing well for
yes!
herself. I would like the ladies to welcome her with open arms and what she brings to the table, what she's brought to the WNBA, is as well as the other rookies that are playing well as well. I know Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese probably get most of the credit.
They do.
And all the news and headlines.
Yep.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing because they have a new fan
to take into account, but this situation actually highlights a bigger issue facing the league. They recently inked a massive $200 million TV deal that could rise to $260 million annually.
Last but not least, Caitlin Clark. Ladies, let me tell y'all something. You got to sit up there and pay attention to the rising tide. It lifts all boats. You can go out on the court and go at Caitlin Clark with the fierceness that your competitive juices demand. But in the process of doing that, you learn to love that girl. That girl went up in her press conference and said and spoke about flying commercial. They didn't sit up there and make this decision until after she said that. You understand? Now, everybody want to sit up there and talk about, oh my God, why did it have to come to that? Damn it, forget all that. She did it. She didn't have to, but she did. She got her contract. She getting her bag. She got her endorsement deal, but she looked out before she's even played a regular season game as a professional WNBA player. She came in there and she already looked out and added a voice to the plight that these females have had to deal with in it.
But the figures speak for themselves. While the Liberty Aces matchup with superstars like A.A. Wilson and Breanna Stewart only got 577, 8740 viewers on CBS, the Liberty Aces game versus the Mercury attracted 1.21 million people on end.